All right, I want to welcome you, man. We are going to talk about freedom for the next couple of days. Well, today and tomorrow, I'm going through freedom from resentment. One is under persecution, which is today, and tomorrow is under wrong. We're gonna get into why I believe it was worded like that, and build. Stay tuned. All right, family. First off, I want to welcome you to Tommy Journey Media. Of course, it's a heart of a simple production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Oh man, we are in the house, and this morning, because I wasn't able to do it during the break, because it was a very busy day yesterday, and I wasn't able to do it during the break. Get us some music, anime, please. Gonna ride through this. So today we are talking about freedom from persecution, right? Freedom for the next 2 days. It'll be freedom from persecution under no, freedom from resentment. My fault. Freedom from resentment. And the one piece that I'm going to stress today, and maybe we'll get a little bit more into wherever it takes us tomorrow. Freedom from resentment. Resentment is a tax that we apply to ourselves to punish the world. Let me say that again. Resentment is a tax that we charge ourselves to get back at the world. And it's a very expensive tax because it wears down our health. It dulls the mind. It activates the emotions that we don't need. It clouds our intuition. Cover them all, right? Also disconnects us from the spirit. So when we are talking about freedom from resentment, we're talking about doing some serious work, because at this point, the principles are not just active in the so-called temple or in the mystery system. This is now actions that are going on in the world. And what we have to understand is that many people will not see the world in the way that we see it. People do not see the world through our eyes. They have not had our experiences. So when we're trying to bring something new, or we're trying to live our life in a way that is different from them, they are going to persecute. Persecution is where you see something different and you're trying to make it fit in, but since it don't fit in, you start to punish it. And the question is, can you hold on to your principles, and can you continue to live your principles regardless of how people around you see you? Are you bold enough to do that? Can you maintain your dietary discipline? Can you maintain your cultural discipline? Can you maintain your moral discipline in these type of environments? Right? This is where the rubber meets the road when it comes to our principle system. Right? Can I continuously push through and practice Umoja Kuchagli Ujivo Jamania Kumani? Can I hold on to truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, order, and harmony? Right? Can I activate the 7 hermetic laws? Right? When I am being persecuted, when I am being singled out, when I am being separated, when I am being denied opportunity, can I still maintain who I am? Or do I have to morph into what the world wants to be? Because that's the purpose of persecution. The purpose of persecution is to either eliminate you or to get you to fit in. Right? Persecution is something that we all experience, something that we all are going to have to deal with when it comes to living our culture, especially when it comes to us plugging into our African culture, when it comes into us plugging into our traditional culture and bringing some of these traditional ways in, right, that work for us, because people going to see it differently. I want you to understand, people were burnt on the stakes for witchcraft because people believed that they were different. People were thrown in jail, you know what I'm saying, because they were perceived as different, right? Your persecution might not be as extreme, but if it was, would you be able to stand up to it? Because some of the stuff that you are experiencing is not equivalent to what some of our ancestors experienced for being who they were or fighting for what it is that they say they were fighting. So the question is, can you practice this freedom? Because your resentment, what happens is when we start resenting, right, we start pulling from those parts of ourselves that we need to be using to focus on our Nia. Just think about it. Just go on, let that roll around for you. Now, what's crazy, I'm over 5 minutes, so let me go on. What's crazy is that the proverb of the day fits right in with this lesson. The proverb of the day was, you do not have to lay in the spot in which your enemy knocked you down in. How many of y'all are standing in that spot just looking and rolling your eyes at your enemy rather than getting up and either fighting or getting up and moving on? Some of y'all are still laying down with resentment in your heart, and it's just eating you up. Let the resentment go. See, this is an internal work. This is internal power, and when you master it, your focus will be laser-like. Yo, this is Brother Hatim. I just wanted to share my insight from that piece of the course, and I'm out.